have I killed zombies before? Yeah, of course I've killed zombies before, Doc. We're 3 years into this thing. If there's anyone out there who hasn't killed a zombie, then they've been killed by a zombie. Or they're lying to you. Granted, most of my kills have been leftovers. The ones, you know, not quite finished off by the frontline patrols.
Does that happen often? That there are leftovers?
Oh, yeah, all the time. I mean, the guys charge in, they're all hepped up on adrenaline. They cut down the horde as quickly as they can. Then they move on. We come in later, clean up, dispose of the bodies. And yeah, jaws are still chomping, fingers still twitching. Sometimes one will be fully intact except for its feet. It's kind of slithering across the ground. Kind of all goofy, wiggly willy, you know. Kind of funny, really.
That must be absolutely horrifying.
Yeah, I guess so, but you know, you get used to it.
You do?
Sure, I have to.
So, now, tell me about what happened 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Let me check my diary. Ah, yes. Brunch with the family, mani-pedi in the afternoon, dancing at the club that night. I had these new shoes with the heels this high. And I tipped into this gorgeous dude, and he spilled his drink on me, and he laughed. I was about ready to deck him, but he was really cute, so I laughed too. We ended up going back to my place, and well, it gets rather... Oh, hang on a second, Doc. This is your diary.
Funny.
I thought so. I don't know. Woke up, tired, usual. Went down to the mess, cup of whatever crap they're calling coffee these days. Some sort of mystery meat they call jerky. I mean, it's not like there's any beef left. Might be from a pig or a chicken, but, you know, everything these days either tastes like chicken or insoles. Then go to work.
What is work?
The bodies, like I said. Picking up the bodies, disposing of the bodies. There's always bodies, 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 bodies. Never ends.
And killing the leftovers.
Yeah, that too.
But 2 weeks ago, something unusual happened.
Well, yeah, it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's kind of unusual. Usually the scouts or the butchers, they'll come across them first, pockets of refugees. Mostly from D.C. since the city's been overrun, completely lost. They'll just kind of wander through the woods. This time, we were the lucky ones. They had to jump on us.
We?
Yeah, me, Carson, Sam. Only 3 of us since it was such a small raid last night, or the night before. We had just loaded the second body onto the cart. Heard some chitter-chatter and rustling of leaves. It was obviously human, not a zombie. Just, you kind of get used to that thing. We still pulled out our knives just in case it was something else. I yelled over, "Hey, we can hear you. You might want to come out." This woman kind of wanders out, filthy, tattered clothes, maybe 40-ish. Might not have been that bad back in the day. She had her hands up, showing that she didn't have any weapons. Didn't want to hurt nobody. Said they were just passing through. Asked how many there were. She said just 5. She beckoned behind her. The other 4 came out. They were all huddled together. All looking scared. They'd been on the road for days. We told them we'd take them back to camp with us. You know, get them cleaned up a bit, offer them some food. They whispered amongst themselves, and they figured they'd trust us. We didn't seem too evil looking. Best chance of survival these days. When they moved forward, that's when I noticed they'd been hiding something. Like, what the hell? She told me there'd only been 5. Here there was this 6th. They were all huddled around it. This little small zombie. He had it wrapped up in a trench coat. Flopping all over the place. Him dragging on the ground. Couldn't even tell if it had arms. Just its little bare feet poking out from the bottom. Filthy dirty. Had this vacant eyes. Vacant stare. Just stared at me. What is that thing? A pet zombie? The woman put her arm around it, real defensively. Just shout at me that she was not a zombie. She's not a pet.
And then what?
Well, against my better judgment, we headed back to camp, pet zombie in tow.
And did you all get back to camp okay?
Well, not right away. We ran into some trouble.
Trouble, eh? What kind of trouble?
Pretty much the only trouble there is these days. Zombie trouble. Apparently the horde from the night before was a little bit bigger than the scouts had originally reported. Either that or the zombies are getting smarter, which I'm really hoping that's not true. I don't know. There's probably a dozen of them. There's no way that the three of us could take them on. Not when we had the refugees with us. They were in no shape to fight. And they could barely walk. We had to take cover and wait for an opportunity. Someplace we could either run from them or just hunker down and wait for the scouts to come looking for us when we didn't come back.
Then what happened?
We were relatively safe. We found a place to hide behind the cart. Best spot, really. The dead zombies that were in it were kind of masking our smell from the rest of the horde. All we had to do was stay quiet, and chances are they just walk right on by. But that damn pet of theirs started making noises louder than any zombie I'd ever heard. It's almost like a screeching or a wailing. Shut that thing up, I hissed at the woman. Fortunately, the horde only knew that there was a noise. They couldn't actually locate the source of it yet. As long as we could just shut that thing up, it would be okay.
But it didn't.
No, it didn't. I kept hissing at the woman. Shut it up! Shut it up! I was glaring at her. She put her arms around it. Pulled it close to her. It quieted for a minute, but then it started whimpering again, building up to another outburst. I turned to check on the horde. It changed the direction, not quite directly towards us, but close enough it was getting dangerous. It was getting too close.
What happened next?
Yeah, a couple hours later, scouts found us and we went back to camp.
Nothing else happened during that time.
Yeah, we all lived happily ever after. Are we done here? I got bodies to clean up. I got a job to do.
You're getting a little upset. We can take a break, maybe. Would you like a cup of water?
I don't want a cup of water. I'm not getting upset. My guys are out there by themselves. Thanks to you, I'm in here chit-chatting with you. We're one man down out there. I need to get back out there, Doc.